тебя встретил, ты была очень красивая, самая милая, самая в мире счастливая. Ты называла меня своим маленьким мальчиком, ну а себя непоседливым солнечным зайчиком.
One girl shared her story where the troops came into her town, and she and her family were pulled out of the cellar where they were hiding. Her family was shot in front of her, their bodies put on a truck, and she was made to stand amongst the dead bodies of her family while they drove the truck round shouting, "This will happen to you."
You can lose everything in life, but if you still have your heart, you got everything. We use imagination, we use breathing techniques, we use movements, and when you bring all of these things together in a sense of what I call a synchronous healing tool, one experiences a very almost a spontaneous well-being, and that spontaneous well-being just gives an individual who has been traumatized an opportunity to experience the well-being that they had, maybe sometimes just for 10 minutes, maybe just sometimes for 15 minutes, the well-being that they had before the trauma actually happened.
The 50 participants belong to the Little Star Rehabilitation Program in Chechnya and work with families and especially children who've been traumatized by the war in that region. With them are two English people, Chris Hunter, Director of the Center for Peacemaking and Community Development in Chechnya, and Camilla Carr, who was kidnapped whilst working for the Little Star and held captive for 14 months. The trainers are Dr. Mansukh Patel and Savitri Mukuish of the Life Foundation School of Therapeutics, who have been helping the group for 4 years. The techniques that they teach in this video are a selection from an intensive 3-day workshop. To be fully effective, they need regular practice.
As you breathe in, raise your right leg. As you exhale, lower the left.
При выдохе опускать ногу.
Inhale, raise the left.
Вдох и поднять левую ногу.
Exhale, lower.
When people are traumatized or when they're in crisis of any nature, often we go more to one side of the brain than the other, so we become very intellectual and logical about things, or else we can swing to the other side, being really dreamy, not being able to concentrate.
The next part is, as you raise the right leg, in the inhalation you also raise the left arm.
При вдохе поднимаете правую ногу, левую руку.
Exhaling, lowering both the arm and the leg to the ground.
При выдохе опускаете все это.
Inhaling, raising the left leg and the right arm.
Теперь наоборот, правую, левую ногу, правую руку.
The next stage is, as Andrew inhales, his feet fall out to the side.
Когда он вдох делает, они расходятся у него стопы.
And as he exhales, the feet fall into the middle. Before you bring in the second stage of this, as you inhale, your feet fall out and your arms roll out. Exhaling, the feet come in and the arms roll in to the side. On the next inhalation, as Andrew allows the feet and the hands to open, he rolls his head to the right side.
И теперь третья ступень, это когда он при вдохе разводит руки и ноги, он склоняет голову вправо.
Exhaling, the head comes to the center. Inhaling, the head rolls to the left.
Теперь при вдохе голова влево склоняется, руки и ноги раскрываются.
Exhaling, return to center.
При выдохе голова возвращается на место.
You'll find that with people who are still suffering a great deal from a trauma, or where they're reliving it, going through it, that they find their coordination goes. In fact, for us in our lives, we have a bad day at the office, something happens, and our coordination goes, we bump into things. Then what we need to do is bring the left brain and the right brain into action to come back together.
I think all of you know that when you are living your everyday life, we use this cerebrum brain here.
Мы используем наше вот эти серое вещество и мозги.
And as we get older,
И когда мы стареем,
it develops more and more. There is another brain,
есть еще другой мозг.
number 2,
Это второй мозг.
and there's a third brain,
Это вот
third one.
И есть еще третий мозг.
The second and the third brain
Второй и третий мозг,
are more active
они более активны.
when you are a child. In the philosophy of conflict resolution
В философии разрешения конфликтов
and trying to become a very successful human being, you have to learn that there are these 3 different aspects of your existence. All our problems occurs as our brain grows.
когда наши мозги начинают расти.
As you bring in more data, it becomes more complex. With that complexity, we begin to get more worried,
Мы начинаем больше беспокоиться,
sometimes more afraid.
больше бояться.
When we were children, we weren't afraid. So as psychologists
Как психологи
and as trainers
и тренеры,
in helping other people, it's important to develop a balance between brain 1, brain 2, and brain 3. So if this is brain 1,
если это первый мозг,
where is brain 2? Here.
вот здесь.
Here.
Второй, вот здесь.
This is called the medulla oblongata. As we get older, because we don't use it, it closes down. I will show you how to open up that brain, because that second brain
Потому что этот второй мозг
connects this brain
соединяет этот мозг, первый мозг,
with the whole of your body physiology.
со всей физиологией тела.
It's the bridge.
Это как бы мост.
And if the bridge is not good,
И если мост не слишком хороший,
then you get problems between this body and that body. And then there is the third brain. Where is the third brain? The third brain is located
третий мозг
at the base here,
вот здесь.
just above the kidney area. When we are children,
Когда мы дети,
this brain,
вот этот мозг,
number 3,
третий,
is the most developed one.
это бывает самый развитый мозг,
It's very strong.
и он очень сильный.
Number 2, brain,
Вот этот второй,
is second strong.
по силе второй тоже.
And this brain
И вот этот мозг
is the least.
самый слабый.
As you get older,
Когда вы взрослеете,
the polarity changes.
полярность меняется.
Yeah. And then all the problems begin.
It is important in the de-traumatization work to understand that organs carry the trauma after the experience. So fear gets trapped and injected and affects the kidneys, the anger gets trapped and affects the liver, and you get sorrow as well, sorrow and trauma affecting the stomach and pancreas, and you get grief affecting the lungs. So these organs and all the other organs, the small intestine, large intestine, are all traumatized. The de-traumatization work must begin to some degree by first of all de-traumatizing the deeper aspect of the human physiology, which is the organs within the abdomen and within the rib cage. So the function of the third brain, which is in the center of between the chest and the abdomen, is imperative.
Согнитесь в колени.
Feet are facing forward
Лицо опустите, смотрите перед собой.
and your hands go on your thighs.
Эти руки у вас на бедрах.
Not like this, but like this. Okay?
Вадим, что так низко?
Okay, you got to. And, okay, spine straight. Spine straight.
Спина, позвоночник
That's better.
прямой.
Good. Okay. And what you do is you feel your abdomen.
Вы чувствуете свой живот, область живота.
When you breathe in, you lift your head up.
Когда вы делаете вдох, вы поднимаете голову
and breathe into the abdomen.
и делаете вдох в область живота.
You must breathe into the abdomen. This is where life is created. A child is created here. Remember that.
Это,
A
вот.
child is born here.
Вы должны обязательно сделать, чтобы у вас дыхание попадало в область живота, потому что ребенок зарождается вот здесь.
Your fingers, her finger needs to be inside.
вот так.
It's very important. Twist. This is important to twist. Okay, breathing in.
Вдох,
Lift up, head up,
поднимите голову,
chest open. Breathe out,
выдох,
and chin to the collarbones.
А этот подбородок, но ключица.
Breathing in, lift up,
вдох, поднимаете голову,
open chest.
открываете грудь,
Breathe out,
выдох,
compress the chest.
Это прижимаете подбородок к телу.
Breathing in, lift head up,
вдох, поднимаете голову,
straighten the spine at the back, really.
и выпрямляете спину,
Breathe out,
выдох,
compress. Press the abdomen in. 3 more times. Breathing in,
еще
out,
выдох,
in,
вдох,
out,
выдох,
in,
вдох,
out.
выдох.
And as you breathe in, you come to a standing position.
При вдохе станьте в обычную.
Much more straight, like here. That's it. Yeah. Horizontal.
Ноги вот так параллельно.
Okay. Position. All right. Now watch again. Now breathing in, same
Теперь
thing.
наблюдайте.
Breathing in,
Вдох,
up. When you breathe out, you go to the side
а при выдохе вот так.
and look up.
И наверх смотрите.
Breathing in, come back
При вдохе возвращаетесь
to the center.
в центр.
Breathe out, other side.
Выдох. В другую сторону.
Take your left shoulder down. Breathing in,
Налево. Вдох.
middle.
Середина.
Breathe out.
Выдох.
Okay, breathing in.
Вдох.
If you can come up, I show you what to do. Okay, everybody comes up.
Есть. Оно выглядит очень легким, но
Just watch what I do because very important to get the movement right. It's like a sliding movement like this coming up.
наблюдайте очень внимательно, потому что это как бы скольжение движений.
So once your legs are facing forward,
Когда ваши ноги вот так вот стоят,
and then the position must be very important. So you're not leaning too far forward.
позиция очень важна. Вы не должны слишком наклоняться вперед.
And when you breathe in,
Когда вы делаете вдох,
first movement. When you breathe out, you go down. Take this one down here, left,
вы делаете вот так вот. Левое плечо опускаете, правое
and
поднимаете.
you take your head around at the last moment.
А голову поднимаете в последний момент.
When you come back with the in breath,
Когда у вас, когда вы, when
when you breathe in,
когда вы делаете вдох,
you come down
потом вы опускаетесь вот так при выдохе,
and then continue and come up.
вы продолжаете и поднимаете голову.
So when you breathe out,
Теперь при выдохе, это вот голову поднимаете при вдохе,
and breathing in.
вдох.
So the in breath is always completed like this. Here we're going to do a circle with each shoulder.
А теперь мы просто наблюдайте пока.
So you can imagine there's a pencil here at the circle, at the shoulder,
Представьте себе, что у вас на плече на правом карандаш,
and you're going to draw a circle here on the right hand side of the body.
и вы собираетесь описывать круг внутри не круг.
It's almost like a pencil here.
И это как будто вот у вас тут карандаш все время.
And this shoulder girder must follow it,
А ваше плечо должно следовать
carefully. Okay?
этому, очень тщательно этому кругу.
So we do one circle on the right and then another circle on the left here with this shoulder.
Вы описываете один круг на левой стороне, потом на правой стороне, по очереди.
So just watch this.
Просто наблюдайте.
And then the other side.
Другая сторона.
So that's 2 circles.
Это два
One
круга.
on this side and one on the other.
You begin with the right.
Yeah, begin with the right hand side.
Начинаете это
Breathing out,
выдох
right in the middle,
в серединке, плечо
across
пересекается, круг
to
описывает,
the top,
наверху,
and come back to the middle.
и возвращаетесь в середину.
Okay, now, yeah, let's try the other side, left hand side.
Теперь другую сторону.
Breathe in,
Вдох,
and as you go down, out,
другое плечо,
breathing in,
вдох
and finish.
и заканчиваем.
Right hand side,
Правая внутри,
breathing in
вдох,
and out,
выдох,
and out.
You start off with the fingers, the middle finger touching. As you stand there, just feel your heels, feel the contact of your feet on the earth.
Вы должны почувствовать контакт
So you
ваших
feel
ног
like
с
there are
землей.
roots coming out of your feet into the earth.
И вы чувствуете, как будто вот у вас от ног прорастают корни,
And
соединяющие
then,
вас с землей.
bringing your fingers together,
Сводите пальцы все вместе к большому пальцу.
so all the fingers and the thumbs touch. Press the fingers in tight, and then release the mudra.
Потом отпустите мудра.
This is known as the mudra of the eagle.
Это мудра орла.
Allow your arms to raise up
Поднимаете руки,
and to come together at the top of your head.
сводите их над головой.
Allowing your forefinger and your thumb to remain, release the other fingers.
Три пальца разводятся, большой и указательный соединяются на обеих руках вместе, вот так, вот как она показывает сначала.
Move into the Akasha Mudra,
Какая-то мудра, не знаю.
and then look
делайте.
up. Imagine there is a beautiful sun shining through your fingers onto your forehead. Close your eyes
Закройте глаза
and just allow that light of the sun to stream through your fingers into the head. And then separate your hands,
разделяете, разводите руки
bringing them down to the side.
в стороны.
As they come down, bend forward from the waist,
Когда опускаются руки, согнитесь.
bringing your arms up behind you with a straight back.
Приподнимаете руки и вытягиваете их.
Bend the knees slightly as your arms come down and forward.
Сгибаете колени, опускаете руки и выводите их вперед.
And up in front of you once more.
Поднимаете их перед собой еще раз.
Bend back slightly.
Чуть-чуть сгибаетесь назад.
And then separate your hands. And as they come down, allow your left eye to follow your left hand and your right eye to follow your right.
Потом разводите руки, и левый глаз идет за левой рукой, а правый глаз за правой.
It is possible.
Это возможно.
This eye faces forward, and these eyes, you just keep it in your vision. We do this once more.
Еще раз делаем это.
Then bring all the fingers together,
Соединяйте все
touching
пальцы.
the fingers and the thumb, holding the fingers together tightly, and then release,
Прижимаете пальцы сильно.
allowing both arms to come out to the side.
Разводите руки в стороны, сильно сжимая пальцы.
And like the wings of a great eagle coming up either side.
Как будто крылья орла.
As you inhale, feeling yourself gathering the power and the strength.
При вдохе почувствуйте, как вы собираете мощь и силу.
And then bringing your fingers together
Соединяете пальцы над головой.
as they touch, all the fingers except the first and the thumb release.
И когда они соединяются, оставляйте только большой и указательный пальцы, остальные разводите.
Finally, release that into the triangle.
Потом разводите большой и указательный пальцы, образуя треугольник.
And just turn your face to look upwards so that you can feel the light of the sun coming through that triangle and streaming down into your forehead.
И потом поднимаете глаза, ощущая вот этот свет солнечный, идущий сквозь треугольник и падающий вам в голову прямо в голову.
Allow your hands to separate
Разведите руками медленно.
and to, as they gently come down either side of you, you spread the light. As your arms come down towards your waist, you begin to bend forward from the waist, allowing the arms to come up behind you. Then finally allowing your arms to come down slowly towards the
Опускайте
ground.
руки вместе с туловищем.
Bend back slightly. And then finally, as your arms come down either side, keep your hands in your vision.
Keep your hands.
Keep your hands in your field of vision.
И когда вы поднимаете руки, у вас руки чувствуют вот это вот видение. Да.
Bring them together
Соединяете.
at the level of the navel, with your fingers pointing down.
Соединяете руки на уровне пупка, а пальцы смотрят вниз.
Pressing the heels of your hands together,
Сдавливаете вот эти вот,
raise the arms up,
поднимаете руки.
turning at the level of the heart until your hands face up.
Когда на уровне сердца поднимаете руки, пальцы вверх,
Hold the elbows up,
приподнимаете локти,
press the hands together,
сдавливаете руки.
and just feel the concentration of energy in that point. And relax your hands.
Расслабьте руки.
Turn the fingers to face away.
Пальцы отводите от себя.
And roll your hands round so the outside of your hand opens.
И потом крутите вот так запястье, так что у вас ладони смотрят вовнутрь.
The inside is in contact, and then the back of the hands come together.
А потом вы сводите ладони тыльной стороной друг с другом.
Having gathered the strength of who you are, you offer this out.
И потом вы как бы чувствуете, что вы есть, и вы это предлагаете, выводите как бы в большую, в мир, наружу.
And then allow your hands to come to your side.
Опускаете руки.
And just feel the power of stillness as you feel the power of who you really are.
When you're ready,
Если вы готовы,
just put your, if you can just take your right hand.
This is a technique to stimulate the second brain, and this is just preparing the body.
и это подготовка вдоль плеча,
So with your right hand, just push
правой рукой мягко толкаете правое плечо
along the length of the body,
вдоль длины тела
and then relax.
и отпустите.
Push,
Толкайте,
hold,
держите.
and then very slowly let go. One more time,
Еще раз.
just pushing,
Толкаем.
and push a little bit harder this time.
На этот раз толкайте чуть-чуть посильнее.
So the whole muscle on the side of the neck is relaxed.
Так, чтобы вся мышца на шее была расслаблена.
Real stretch.
И хорошенько толкните.
Hold,
Держите.
and let go. And you can see how quickly the body is relaxing. So then you put your hands, which first of all just warm them.
Согрейте руки.
Place your hands under the neck
Подведите руки под шею,
from the sides
с боков.
and without pressing the ears,
Не сдавливая уши,
just put your palms on behind the ears,
положите ваши ладони за ушами,
Fing-
поместите за уши.
fingertips under the neck. Watch the rising of the chest or the abdomen as they breathe in.
Наблюдайте, когда у вашего партнера поднимается грудь от дыхания или живот,
And when they breathe out, the chest and the abdomen falls.
и когда он выдыхает, то эта грудь и живот опускаются.
So each time they breathe in and the chest and the abdomen rises,
Каждый раз при вдохе грудь и живот поднимаются.
Just pull the head towards you.
Толкайте голову к себе.
This technique takes a lot of concentration, so you really have to concentrate. And the breathing is very important.
И очень важно дыхание.
When the person breathes in, pull a little bit. You put your hand very gently and slowly under their head. And your hands are resting, back of your hands are touching the floor. Use your fingers
Вы используете пальцы.
to just let the head roll. So it's like using your hands
Вы используете руки для этого только.
very sensitively. Don't think about it. Don't even look at the head too much.
И не смотрите на голову слишком много.
Feel the motion.
Почувствуйте движение.
Please, feel it.
Почувствуйте это, пожалуйста.
Nice. Feel the way the head moves.
Почувствуйте, как движется голова.
Try and concentrate.
Постарайтесь сосредоточиться.
Just put imagine all your sensitivities in your palms of your hands.
Направьте всю свою чувствительность в свои ладони.
When you finished,
Когда вы закончите,
make sure your hands are under the head, and again watch the chest and the abdomen.
наблюдайте за грудью и животом.
When they breathe out,
При выдохе
lift the head a little bit,
чуть-чуть приподнимите голову.
only a few millimeters. When the abdomen goes down again,
При следующем выдохе
lift a little bit more. This extension of the neck is important. On the out breath, start lowering it down.
на выдохе начинайте опускать голову.
Little by little,
По чуть-чуть.
until your hands come to rest on the blanket or the floor.
До тех пор, пока ваши руки не будут покоиться на полу или на одеяле.
And the person's head is resting beautifully in your hands. As the person breathes out, so move the head very slowly to the left. This is called lateral flexion. And again, you take the head this time to the right side, just little by little. Usually one side of the head is more flexible than the other, one side of the neck. And then very gently and slowly start the reverse motion. And one more movement. We're going to allow the chin to roll to the left and the right shoulder. Slowly move the head so the chin is moving towards the left shoulder.
Медленно поворачивайте голову, чтобы подбородок поворачивался к левому плечу.
Just roll it. And then come back. And then continue on the other side on the out breath. So that the right hand becomes the passive hand
Так что правая рука становится пассивной,
and the left hand begins to take over as the active hand.
а левая рука становится активной.
And this last stage is the most advanced stage, where you're going to move the direction of the head almost in a shape of an 8. And the figure of 8 is done, the infinity symbol is done with the chin as such of the head. Use your elbows and hands and forearms.
Используйте свои локти, руки и руки до локтей.
That's beautiful. If you just let the head rest on your palms
И пусть голова покоится на ваших ладонях.
and relax your hands, yeah? You can feel the brain beating. Slowly remove the hands.
Медленно вытащите руки.
With these two fingers,
Подушечками пальцев.
you touch the person's sternum, just knock.
Постучите. Опустите руки, опять
Down,
поднимите.
up, flick. Down, up, flick. Down, up, flick. Good. Really hit your trapezius muscle.
Хорошо, побейте себя под...
And then slow down. Okay, hands to the side.
Медленно опустите руки.
Arms coming up.
Теперь поднимите.
Interlock fingers.
Сожмите сомкните руки.
Palms over.
Руки, ладони вверх.
Keep your elbows slightly bent.
Эти локти немножко согнуты.
Turn back
Разверните ладони.
and breathe out and hands down.
При выдохе опустите руки.
Let your hands, wrist come to your hip bones here.
И пусть вот это вот запястье подходит прямо к вашим...
Once again, breathing in,
вообще начинаем.
bring your hands up,
Поднимаем руки.
turn over,
Поворачиваем.
back,
Возвращаем.
breathe out
Выдох.
and down.
И вниз.
Let your right eye look at your right hand and left eye look at your left hand as you go up.
И пусть вот это вот ребро ладони прикасается с вашими этими бедрами.
Breathing in, breathing out
Выдох.
and down.
Вниз.
Concentrate on the hands,
Концентрируйтесь на руках.
breathing in,
Вдох.
up,
Вверх.
turn over.
Поворачиваем ладони.
Breathing out,
Вдох. Выдох.
stimulate both sides of your brain. Please try and focus slowly this time, really slowly.
Попробуйте сфокусироваться очень медленно на этом.
Breathe out
Выдох.
and down.
Вниз.
As the hands come down, left hand come under the navel, right hand on top.
Когда вы опускаете руки на уровне этого бедер, то колени чуть полусогнутые.
Breathing in with the right hand been lifted.
Делайте вдох и поднимайте правую руку.
Up to the eyes,
До глаз.
turn over,
Выворачивайте ладонь.
breathe out.
Выдох.
Breathe in to the right,
Вдох направо.
breathe out at the shoulder height
Выдох на уровне плеч.
and lower your arms.
И опускайте руку.
Under the left hand.
Потом под левую руку
But
подводите правую.
don't touch the лeft hand.
Не касаясь левой руки.
Breathe in, push the left hand away,
Делайте вдох и отводите левую руку вперед.
breathe out and bring the left hand back
Выдыхаете и возвращаете левую руку на место.
with the palm facing down.
Ладонью вверх. Ладонью вниз.
Breathing in, lift your left hand up,
Поднимаете левую руку, вдох.
turn over the palms away from you
Выворачиваете ладонь наверх.
and breathe out, keeping the elbows soft.
Выдох и делаете это. Держите мягко этот согнутый локоть.
Breathe in to the left,
Вдох налево,
to the shoulder height,
на высоте плеча.
breathe out
Выдох.
and collect the energy and tuck it under the right hand.
И собираете энергию, и собираете ее, подводите левую руку под правую руку.
Last time.
Еще раз, последний.
Slowly breathe in,
Вдох.
push the right hand away,
Правую руку выдвигаете вперед.
breathe out,
Выдох.
palm down
Ладонью вниз.
and to the navel again.
И опять над пупком.
Breathe in,
Вдох.
lift,
Поднимаете руку
up to the eyes,
до уровня глаз.
turn the palm away,
Выворачиваете ладонь.
breathe out,
Выдох.
push the palm gently up,
Мягко поднимаете ладонь.
keep elbows soft.
И держите локти полусогнутыми.
Breathing in
Вдох.
and to the right,
Вправо.
feel the energy in the right hand.
Чувствуйте энергию в правой руке.
It's the last time,
Последний раз.
breathing in.
Вдох.
And then when you get to the shoulder height,
На уровне плеч.
start breathing out.
Выдох.
Relax your hand first,
Расслабьте сначала руку.
wrist, elbow, hand,
Запястье, локоть и руку.
and slowly tuck the right arm under the left
И
hand.
медленно подведите правую руку под левую.
Last time with the left hand now, breathing in,
Последний раз с левой рукой вдох.
pushing the left hand away,
Отводите от себя руку.
breathing out,
Выдох.
turn the palm over
Выворачиваете ладонь.
and bring it back to the position above the navel.
Возвращаете левую руку над пупком.
With the last time with the left hand now,
Последний раз левой рукой.
breathe in,
Вдох.
lift the left hand up,
Поднимаете левую руку вверх.
palm is facing down,
На ладонь смотрит вниз.
breathing in,
Вдох.
to the eyes,
До уровня глаз.
turn over,
Выворачиваете ладонь.
push, and breathe out.
Толкаете ладонь вверх и выдыхаете.
Beautiful.
Отлично.
Hold,
Держите.
breathe in,
Вдох.
and to the left. Breathing in still,
Вдох.
And then when you get to shoulder height, start breathing out slowly.
На уровне плеч делайте выдох, медленный выдох.
Just gently and slowly collect the energy from the left side
Медленно собирайте энергию с левой стороны.
and bring it over. And hold the left palm under the right. Feel recharged.
Вы как будто перезаряжаетесь.
Very slowly open your eyes.
Медленно откройте глаза.
The position of the hands are maintained, but just lift them in front of you.
Но просто приподнимите их перед собой.
Slowly up to chest height.
На уровне груди. Закройте глаза.
And still palms are not touching each other.
Но ладони не касаются друг друга.
But separate the palms slightly. Just hold for about 10-15 seconds and charge up your heart, please. We're reconstructing our physiology and psychology and connecting them together. So as the hands and arms slowly come down, keep feeling the energy flowing between your physical body and your mental body,
И по вашему духовному телу.
or you can call it your emotional body.
Или
Arms are relaxed, hands are relaxed. Take your time and be simply here. And then slowly, when you feel you have completed that attunement, turn the hands so the palms are facing away
поверните руки перед собой ладонями наружу.
and bring your hands on either side of your hip bone.
Подводите руки к бедрам.
Keep the weight on the left leg.
Теперь делайте это. У вас вес на левой ноге.
Place forward the right leg with the heel down first.
Правая нога вперед, пяткой вниз.
Hands go forward,
Руки вперед.
breathing in.
Вдох.
Keep the left heel firmly on the ground.
Левая пятка твердо на земле.
And as you breathe in,
При вдохе
bending at the right knee,
сгибаете правое колено.
stretching the back,
Спина прямо.
spine up,
Спина прямо, вытягивайте ее.
breathing in, lift up.
Вдох и поднимайте руки.
Breathe out, turn,
Выдох, выворачивайте ладони.
And
Вот
up.
так делайте. Кулаки, сильные кулаки.
down,
Вниз.
tuck in.
Вот.
Just tuck your elbows in.
Вы втягиваете эти локти туда, назад.
And push down.
Опускаете вниз.
Lean back.
Согнитесь назад.
Take the weight on the back leg.
Вес на левой ноге.
Hands come down the side.
Руки вдоль тела ладонями внаружу.
All the weight is on the left leg.
Вес вашего тела на левой ноге.
So right leg is completely free. Straighten your spine. Take the weight onto the right leg.
Теперь у вас вес на правой ноге.
Forward.
Вперед.
Breathing in.
Вдох.
Lift up.
Поднимайте руки.
Stretch.
Вытянитесь.
Breathe out.
Выдох.
And down. Lean back.
Сгибаетесь назад.
Push down.
Опускаете руки вниз.
Again.
Толкаете вниз.
Again, weight on the back leg.
Теперь вес на левой ноге.
And we increase the pace of the work now. So we have the breathe out is faster.
Теперь мы ускоряем дыхание.
Yeah. Breathing in.
Вдох.
Forward.
Вперед.
Hold and out.
Держите и вы.
Okay, breathing in. Palms to the side.
Ладони снаружи, наружу.
Weight on the front leg.
Вес на
Out.
правой ноге.
Good, that's great. Tuck down.
Отводите локти назад.
Breathing out.
Выдох.
Breathing in, forward.
Вдох. Вперед.
Look up.
Посмотрите наверх.
Out.
Выдох.
So you do it all together in one energy.
Вы делаете это одновременно с одной энергией.
Push down
Вниз.
and forward.
Вперед.
Lift up.
Поднимайте.
Look up
Посмотрите наверх.
and out.
Выдох.
Good. Okay, and down.
Вниз.
Last time.
Последний раз.
Breathing in
Вдох.
and out.
Выдох.
That's good. Okay, hands down.
Вниз.
As the hands are there, bring the leg back.
Руки держите так, возвращайте ногу на место.
Weight on the right leg. Slowly forward. So you just look at this area here.
Смотрите на расстояние между вашими руками.
Okay. And slowly follow that area as with your eyes.
И следуйте за вот этими вот руками, глазами.
Breathing in
Вдох,
and out
выдох.
and down.
Вниз,
Lean back.
согнитесь назад.
2 more times, okay?
Еще 2 раза.
Breathing in,
Вдох,
forward,
вперед.
stretch spine,
Прямая спина.
out.
Выдох.
That's okay. Down,
Вниз,
breathing out.
выдох.
Leaning forward,
Вперед.
lifting up.
Поднимайте руки.
Stretch spine.
Прямая спина.
Breathing in
Вдох,
and out.
выдох.
Good. Okay, down
Вниз,
and relax.
расслабьтесь.
Okay.
Вот, разверните ладони.
And just allow our body to kind of what we call is change the energy direction. So you just squat.
Это вот сейчас то, что он делает, это как бы перераспределение энергии, направление энергии. Вот сделайте вот такую позу.
And you balance on your toes. That's great. And then come up again.
Поднимаетесь.
So now we do the advanced form.
2 пальца.
Okay, fingers like that.
А пальцы вот так вот. 2 пальца вверх, указательные и средние, а 3 пальца соединены.
Okay. We first of all go to the right hand side. Okay, start on the right.
Начинаем с правой стороны,
On your right, on your right.
направо.
Okay. I hope it's not too confusing. Okay. And slowly come towards your left,
Теперь идете влево,
over the top,
наверх.
and the infinity circle that we did, and finish off to the left.
Это тот же самый символ бесконечности, только теперь уже пальцы по-другому.
And again,
Еще раз.
and finish off on the right.
И заканчивайте вправо.
Back again, just once more,
Возвращайте еще раз.
just to get it right. Okay. And again,
Еще раз.
okay. Right. Now I'm just going to, if you bring your hands down,
Опустите руки.
I'll just show it once what you're doing, so you get an idea of what it you're doing. Okay.
Я вам сейчас еще раз покажу, что вы делаете, чтобы у вас была идея, что вы делаете.
Okay, it's a bit more difficult. You got to see all the movements.
Вам надо делать, вот, увидеть один раз полностью все движения.
Okay, so just watch, huh?
Наблюдайте.
So taking your right hand across, and your hands across from the right.
Руки справа двигаются влево.
When you come to the top,
И вы подходите, когда наверх.
the weight goes on the left leg.
А вес тогда распределяется на левую ногу.
Right leg goes behind,
А правая нога назад отводится.
hands comes down,
А руки опускаются вниз.
push across,
Отводятся налево.
and change the direction.
И изменяют направление.
And then you turn your head also in that direction.
И вы голову ведете в направлении рук.
So I look that way.
Так что вы влево руки и влево голова.
And then the hand comes back.
Рука одна отводится назад,
And you come down,
вниз,
up again.
вверх.
Change the direction of the legs
Поменяйте направление ноги.
when the hands are up here.
Когда у вас рука наверху,
Down,
вниз,
move over,
ногу назад,
across,
пересекаете руки,
and down. And back.
возвращаетесь на место.
Change over again,
Меняетесь.
and you continue the cycle.
Мудро у
This is called the sword.
вас. Солд.
Sword, like a sword.
Солд.
Yeah. And to the top.
Как кнут.
This hand is the sword. Okay, right leg behind,
Правую ногу назад,
down,
вниз,
and across.
пересекаете влево,
Look at the left hand.
смотрите на левую руку,
Bring the right hand next to the temple
а правую руку на уровне виска,
and down,
вниз,
and rise up.
поднимаетесь,
As you come to the top,
поднимайте руки над собой,
bring the right hand back, the right leg back,
отводите ногу,
and slowly change over the left leg
меняете
behind.
ногу,
Down.
вниз.
Look this time towards your right hand
Теперь смотрите на правую руку
and bring your left hand towards your temple.
правую руку, левую руку у виска.
and hold for a few seconds and then down.
Держите несколько секунд, опускаете руки
Okay, up
вверх,
and hold.
головой, держите.
Slowly and slowly bring your hands down.
Медленно и медленно опускаете руки.
Slowly, very slowly bring your palms down your face.
Сильным.
And then with your left hand, just place the left hand on your left chest, on the left side. With the fingertips, breathe in
Вдох.
and push the right hand away from the body.
И отталкиваете от себя правую ладонь.
Keep your elbow bent slightly,
Локоть немножко согнут.
so don't straighten the right arm completely.
Не выпрямляйте полностью правую руку.
Breathe out
Выдох.
and slowly bring that right palm back. You should be able to feel some energy in your right palm. Move the left hand just slightly further down,
Чуть-чуть вниз.
just below the rib cage,
Прямо под ребрами.
to the place under the diaphragm where the stomach is. Remember, the stomach is the place where there is a lot of trauma and a lot of sadness.
Желудок.
As you breathe in,
При вдохе,
feel that abdomen expanding on the left side.
при вдохе почувствуйте, что желудок расширяется, раздвигается в правую сторону.
Push that abdomen out on the in-breath and at the same time push the right hand away.
Выталкивайте, делайте вдох и вытягивайте живот вправо, и при этом вытягивайте правую руку.
Breathing out,
Выдох.
bring the right hand back,
Возвращайте правую руку на место.
push the abdomen back in,
Втягивайте живот.
breathing in,
Вдох.
abdomen expands and the right hand pushes away.
2 раза.
Breathing in, gently and slowly in your own time,
Вдох по вашему ритму.
bring the right hand back. As you breathe in,
При выдох.
push the right hand
вдохе,
away, just pushing away all the trauma. As you breathe out,
При выдохе
bring the right hand back.
возвращайте правую руку на место.
Last in breath,
И последний вдох.
push out
Вытягивайте руку правую
and hold the right hand away.
и держите правую руку вытянутой.
And feel your body much lighter and cleaner and happier. And hands to the front,
Все расслабленные.
breathe in,
Вдох.
open,
Разводите руки в стороны.
breathe out
Выдох.
and turn over.
И выворачиваете ладони вниз.
This is the simplest movement, so don't get it wrong.
Это очень простое движение, не сделайте ошибку.
Breathing in,
Вдох.
open,
Раскрываете.
45 degrees.
45 градусов
Breathe
примерно.
out
Выдох.
and come back.
Возвращаетесь.
Feel the energy in your palms.
Чувствуйте энергию в ваших руках.
Breathing in,
Вдох.
open,
Разводите.
breathe out
Выдох.
and come back.
Возвращаетесь.
Close your eyes.
Еще 3 раза.
Breathing in
Вдох.
and out.
Выдох.
Bring your feet together.
Соедините.
Give yourself a lovely warm embrace with your hands and forearms by bringing the left forearm in first over your chest.
Теперь вот вы делаете такой мягкий вдох, левую руку на правую часть груди,
And followed by the right. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your life. This technique can be used as often as you like.
Эту технику можно использовать так часто, как вы хотите.
You can use it 20 times a day.
20 раз в один день.
You can use it for anything that doesn't make you happy, any kind of problem. Put it in front of you here,
Поставьте эту ситуацию перед собой,
like a television screen.
как будто это в телевизоре, на экране телевизора.
Okay? Just think of it and project it with your mind here. And then with your hands,
А потом руками
we're going to create the same sword that we used this morning called, the Manjusri sword is called, but just a sword. So with your right hand,
правой рукой.
please. And the sword has always a little case in which it fits in.
И душа всегда имеет какой-то кейс, чемоданчик.
And you put that on the side. The sword is always on the left. You think of the screen here in front of you.
Вы представляете перед собой экран,
This is the top right hand corner.
и угол правый сверху.
bottom left hand corner,
И другой угол противоположный, левый нижний,
top left hand corner,
верхний левый
and bottom right.
и нижний правый.
So on that screen you put your image of your conflict.
И вы на вот этот экран кладете, ставите этот образ вашего конфликта.
Okay. Anything that you want to put there.
Что хотите.
Okay. You put your sword there,
Вы кладете свой меч,
bring it out,
вытаскиваете его
and put it on top right hand corner.
и кладете его на правый угол сверху.
And you draw a line from the top right to the bottom left.
Вы проводите линию от верхнего правого угла к нижнему левому.
This is just practice run.
Это просто практиковать надо.
And then top left
Потом поднимаете к верхнему левому углу
and bottom right.
и опускаете к нижнему правому.
Top right.
Верхний правый.
Okay. You hold it there.
Держите там руку.
And now we're going to use a special breath called the Su breath. We will breathe in through our nose and we'll breathe out through the mouth. With the teeth closed slightly, lips slightly open.
Губы чуть-чуть приоткрыты.
When we breathe out through the mouth, we'll make the sound.
Мы производим вот такой звук.
So you stand like a warrior. Breathe in from there.
Вдох, вдох,
Breathe out.
выдох.
Please take your time. Breathing
В
in.
своем ритме дыхания. Вдох,
Top left.
верхний левый,
Breathing in, breathing in. Breathing
Вдох.
out.
нижний правый угол.
Eyes closed.
Глаза закрыты.
Take the sword in the middle of your body right to the apex of the head. Holding the sword up in front of you and remember the cross that you made. And a straight line down the middle of the cross with the sound Su, gently and slowly. Everything of that sorrow or sadness or the challenge has been cut up. Put the sword back into its proper container on the left. And you bring that mudra to the front. Hold it at head height.
Держите на уровне головы.
Open up the left palm
Откройте левую ладонь,
And-
раскройте.
and the right palm.
И правую ладонь.
Spread the fingers wide. And just separate all those broken pieces away from you and let them go. Bringing the palms toward the center of the body
К центру.
at shoulder height
На уровне плеч.
and push
И на себя толкайте руки.
the palms towards your head. So right
Лад-
palm is the right ear,
Ладонями к лицу.
left palm towards the left ear. And push all the energy away into the past. Just bring them down
Опустите руки
front of you
перед собой, на уровне головы,
and cross them over.
на уровне плеч. Теперь перекрестите их на уровне плеч.
This is called the symbol of humility, and also it's a symbol of courage. This technique is to try and transform all the emotions that a human being experiences during a time of tragedy and a time of great trauma. So what that individual does is to think of the traumatic experience with your mind first and transfer that trauma, almost externalizing it outside in front of you on the size of a small television screen, imaginary screen. And you place the anger or the hatred or the state of loneliness in front of you. It doesn't matter what emotion it is, it doesn't matter what tragedy it is, you place it in front of you with your mind's intensity and power. And then you create a very sacred mudra in this technique called cutting the illusion with your right hand, where the two fingers are pointing upwards, the first two fingers, and the other two are connected to the tips with the thumb. You imagine the experience, the trauma, the situation, the time, the place, and maybe even put color in it and place it in front of you. Then you take the sacred sword, as we call it, the sword that destroys this emotion, onto the top right hand quadrant of that square. You breathe in
always through the nose, and breathe out always through the mouth, making the sound su as you breathe out in this following way. So you breathe in, resting the gesture on the top right hand quadrant through the nose, breathing out through the mouth with the sound su. Once again, breathing in, top left, bottom right, sound su. When we've done that maybe 4 times or even 6 times, depending upon how intense the trauma has been, you finish off by taking that sword to the central medial line of the body. You breathe in deeply, and a gentle vertical shift down with the sound su. And that completes the movement of breath, imagination, and of course the actual action of the hand. And once you finish that and you dissolve the illusion, you take your hands and you just place both your hands in front of you, and gently with an exhalation just collect the vibrancy of the trauma, and as you breathe out, just gently and slowly push it behind you. Again, breathing in, palms come forward, collect the traumatic energy and the conflict energy, breathe out, sound su, push behind you. And each time as you breathe out, you just close your eyes gently and imagine that the conflict and its energy is gently and slowly going further and further away from your being. And you'll be amazed as you do this method how the trauma discharges itself, the pressure of it gets lessened, and you feel more and more relaxed each time you do this. Until you feel it's completely gone into kind of a distant black hole in the universe somewhere. When you've finished with that and you feel a lightness of burden, you bring your hands down and just breathe naturally and rest in a state that is free of burden and free of conflict.
The seminar is very helpful because I can feel the effect on myself. I feel much better within myself.
I do a lot of these movements and breathing exercises now, and I can see very real positive effects, such as children relieved of headaches, and children who were unable to sleep before can now sleep at night.
По 2,5, когда мы занимаемся именно релаксационными упражнениями, дыхательными упражнениями и медитациями.
Вот нас учат все время, что вот мы вот как психологи.
As psychologists, we're often told that we have to solve the problem of the person we're dealing with. In many ways, our life is the problem, the war that's going on around us. So we shouldn't try to solve the problem, but rather give people skills to deal with it. And now we are able to do that, thanks to the Life Foundation.
In this particular seminar, we have people that we've met for 3 years and worked with them, and we have new people. And you can see the difference. The main difference to all the people is that the ones that we've worked with for 3 years, yeah, they're still going through a war, they're still in trauma, there's still many things to be healed, but the edge has been taken off so that they're now able to operate within life. I can see them acting and not reacting. I can see them being the catalysts to bring the rest of the group together, to think, that person's sitting on their own, bring them in. They're in control of their lives.
The techniques you've been watching are explained further in other teaching materials available from Life Foundation centres. For further details, please write to one of these addresses.